It wouldn't be in early January unless we had a few horror films come along to fill up our theater screens. And I already reviewed We Bury the Dead, and now today I'm reviewing Primate, directed by Johannes Roberts, who also co-wrote the movie. It's about a family pet named Ben, a chimpanzee who is rescued by the mother of the family in this film. He gets bitten by a rabid animal and begins going on the hunt for our lead character Lucy, her sister, and all of their friends. No one in this film wears shoes. That's it. That's the review. No, I'm kidding. Quick side note, why has there been 2 Januaries in a row where I've reviewed a movie that revolves around a monkey? First was Better Man last year, and now this one. Are monkeys just not marketable for Hollywood or something? Anyway, what we have here is a slasher movie. Reviews I've read are calling it a creature feature, and I get it from a labeling level, but everything about this film, from its pacing, tension, scares, and kills, is straight out of the slasher playbook. One of my favorite movies of last year was Night of the Reaper, so I love slashers. They are my favorite subgenre and are just comfort food for me. Imagine if the monkey attack in Jordan Peele's Nope was seen all the way through, and you have what this picture is. The absolute biggest thing I have to compliment and praise in this film is the sound design and the music. Holy shit, the music in this movie is so goddamn good. It has many sounds similar to a John Carpenter score, and it is used at perfect times in the story. There are sequences where the movie is completely quiet, and as it is building the tension, even if you know what is coming, you get absorbed in all the silence, followed by some amazing scores. The music is the best thing in this movie besides the practical effects, which I will talk about in a moment. The father in the film is deaf, so he and his 2 daughters, as well as the chimp, communicate through sign language with each other. Ben has a tablet he uses to communicate orally. He's a very smart little guy, but of course we know what this film is about and what we are here for. We're here to see a chimp murder the crap out of people, and we get it. Once the terror begins, the picture becomes a fun romp of a slasher film, with, I will say, some of the best practical effects I've seen in recent months, if not longer. The team behind this film spared no expense going ham with the killings. At first it starts off a little slow as our group of college students escape to a swimming pool for what seemed like 30 minutes, and it slowed things down for a little while, but not before we get a great kill that I honestly laughed my ass off about. Now, I can't really pick this film apart on a story level because it is full of a bunch of dull, dumb, ditzy, and dumb ass characters we don't really care about, and all we are waiting for is for them to make dumb decisions before they ultimately die. We naturally have the stud of the group that 2 of the girls are sipping after. We have the bitch in the group, so we have to have the most epic death and many more obligatory things that always encompass slasher movies. And man, the people in this film make some very dumb decisions. I can't ridicule it that much though, because it would be pointless for me to do so based on the design of this picture. The kills in this film are first rate. The best one in the film takes place in a bedroom. Now, how this kill is set up is really dumb on a story level, but at the end of it, I'm not thinking about how idiotic it is that certain characters do what they do in this movie. I'm remembering the amazing practical effects that add to the fun rollercoaster tension that this film is going for. The final girl and her sister are the 2 sort of anchors of the story, and the final girl in this is fine. She isn't memorable or has a great final girl energy to her, except at the very, very end. She has a little bit. She's good for what is here. She likes this one guy in the group quite a lot, but he doesn't know that, and he is easily seduced by the bitch of the group. But that is all just obligatory stuff, as I mentioned earlier in the video. This film has so many cliches in it, but you know what? It worked for me very well regardless of any of that stuff. This chimp is sometimes way too smart to do some of the things he does, including opening a trunk, locking a car door, and seemingly being able to teleport around the entire inside and outside of the house within seconds. There were a number of times where I asked myself, how do you know all this stuff? It stretched credibility for me a bit, but then I remembered what the genre is, and I just accepted it. The film even has the obligatory one last scare like Randy taught us in Scream 1. Here's the thing though, I don't care, because they are checkboxes that are done in a loving way and a fun way, not a soulless or cash grab way. The set pieces in the picture are so well done. They are set pieces on purpose, but they are so, so good. There's a sequence in a closet that I worry might get memed by someone because it had vibes of films like The Shining. So expect potentially gifs floating around of the monkey saying, "Here's Johnny," because I'm sure the internet will be the internet. Anyway, I really like this movie despite it being a formula. The acting is fine for what is available, and the incredible god tier music mixed with the wonderful kills and practical special effects make this an easy recommend for me. This movie is just a fun horror film, and is a good one of those for the first month of the new year. So I say check it out. I give Primate 3 stars out of 4. I can't stop thinking about the music in this film. I want to get it on vinyl if it is released that way ever. Or at least I want to stream it somewhere on a streaming service. Please release this on Spotify. It kicks that much ass. I'm definitely going to go see this film again this weekend, and I think all of you should do that as well. And that is my review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Here's links to my other videos. Follow me on social media if you like. And until next time, I am Ghost.